Welcome to Laughing in the Dark, an Are You Afraid of the Dark rewatch podcast. For 90s kids, Are You Afraid of the Dark was appointment television every Saturday night, a spine-tingling horror anthology delivered gently, befitting its Canadian roots. I'm Bryan, and I'll be your host for this evening. Also joining me tonight are my fellow members of the 930 Society. We got Mikie.
Hello.
Aileen's here.
Oh, hi there.
And there's Dave.
Hey-oh. I didn't have anything real good planned. I wasn't ready.
We caught you off guard with a little curveball there.
I used up all my fun energy on the last one. Razzmatazz!
There you go.
Yeah. Well, let's turn that razzmatazz on. Get your jazz hands out, because how we doing? What's happening with everybody?
I'm ready to gumshoe my way through this episode.
You bring your magnifying glass?
Yes, I'm holding it up right now.
I'm not, because I have allergies that are kicking my ass.
Oh God, what is up with that? It's bullshit.
Horrible.
This is the plight of living in, I guess, anywhere. Do people have allergies everywhere?
I think so.
Yeah.
There's plants everywhere. I think that's the vibe.
At least we don't have like rattlesnakes here. Well, we actually do have rattlesnakes here. I learned recently, which is terrifying.
Oh my God.
Rattlesnakes in the city have got to be harder than rattlesnakes that come from the country.
Exactly.
I love that show, Rattlesnakes in the City.
Where one of them writes for a column for a magazine for the New York
Exactly.
Times.
And they all have a lot of snake sex.
Mm-hmm. And yet everyone is still just like, I don't know, they talk too much.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so annoyed.
Well, tonight we'll be talking about The Tale of the Full Moon, which aired on Nickelodeon in the United States and YTV in Canada on August 21st, 1993.
That's why why you caught me off guard. I was changing the date. Clickety clack.
Yep. August 21st, 1993, when I was 17.
When I was 17.
I drank a very good beer.
It
was a very good beer I purchased with a fake ID.
My name was Bryan Mikie. I stayed up listening to Queen
When I was 17.
Gonna get hit for copyright.
They can't.
No.
They can't. Not their song.
In this episode, which takes place in some anachronistic 50s nightmare world, young Jed, the neighborhood pet detective, dreams of being the proud owner of a dog while investigating the disappearance of all the neighborhood pets. His mother refuses the constant requests for a dog.
And to acknowledge that it's not the 1950s.
Speaking of his mother, reeling from the divorce of her husband under circumstances that I can only describe as ominous, she seeks the comforting arms of the man next door who bears a terrible secret and a refrigerator full of ground meat. Under normal circumstances, all the stalking and breaking and entering would constitute a dire developing mental illness in our main characters, but being that this is Are You Afraid of the Dark, all of the deviant behavior can mean only one thing: werewolves.
Mm-hmm.
This is basically the nightly neighbors episode.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah, except with werewolves.
Okay,
Yeah.
Here's a question though. The 50s thing. Because this episode has an extremely strange aesthetic.
Yeah.
When this aired, was Erie, Indiana on?
Oh, that's a good question. I do not know. Maybe?
Because Erie, Indiana had a tendency to do this very same thing where they would be like, it's 1990, whatever, but also it looks like the 50s.
91.
Yeah, 91 to 92.
Oh, all right. So maybe they were thinking that.
I don't know this program you refer to.
It was on for like one season.
It's an anthology-ish based on the same characters.
Basically X-Files, but with a preteen kids.
Okay.
It's the kid from what's the witches movie? Everybody loves Bette Midler.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh,
The
that
bodacious.
kid.
Everybody's screaming at their
The
phones right now.
bodacious Yabos. What the fuck is that movie called?
The
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus. Thank you.
Yeah,
The Yaya Sisters. Definitely not that.
Same.
No,
Same.
I have a sort of a vague memory of this kind of period of the 90s when there was like kitsch was kind of cute for a minute.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
Fucking Brady Bunch.
You saw it in Edward Scissorhands did that as well, like where like it clearly took place in 1990, but like everything looked like it was taking place in 1960.
Sure.
Yeah.
Had like those pastels and like everything was very
The space agey.
Yeah.
I think it's a way of like, again, it's Nickelodeon shorthand for like zany. Like
Sure.
everybody's a little bit weird here. And it's like, well, not
Yeah.
really. It's just that most of you still remember the late 50s. And if you're like our dad, then you know he's very excited about the 50s.
In all honesty, I didn't even clock that it wasn't the 50s until he pulled out his video camera, even though there were portable phones and all that other stuff. Earlier in the episode,
Yeah.
And their cars too.
yeah, but like like her car is not like it's like an older vehicle. It's like a pink Cadillac, or I don't know what type of car it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like my initial response to this was like, did John Waters direct this?
Dude, I literally said, well, we'll see.
It definitely has a vibe of just like, you know what's really weird? The 50s. Am I
Yeah.
right, kids? And the kids are just like, I don't know. I don't really remember it. And the 60s seem really sad. So yeah,
Sure.
everybody seemed like they were really upset in the 60s and 70s. So the last time anybody had fun was the 50s.
Totally.
Well, if there's nothing else to say about this episode, I think it's time that we dim the lights and tell the tale.
Do it.
Submitted for the approval of the 930 Society. This one's called The Tale of the Full Moon.
Who needs sound effects?
I know.
When there's us.
We open on the Midnight Society fireside. Gary stands over Frank like a proud father, recalling how 1 year ago David brought him into the polycule, and with him came the tale of the Phantom Cab and Professor Vink with a va-va-va.
Classic.
Now, since it's anniversary, with the tradition says that it's his turn to tell a story.
Now, this is when I was just like, okay, y'all, you can dial back your enthusiasm. It's just a story. Because they're all like, oh my God, remember when Frank told that story? And it's like, do you do this for everybody, though? Or are you just blowing smoke up Frank's ass? Because I don't like it either way.
No, I'll tell you what. The way that this story goes, I might be a Francophile.
Okay.
Okay.
But just to
I
say
think
you love
Frank-
France.
Precisely. and Frank. So Betty Ann points out the full moon. Eerie thing has happened when the moon is full. People act a little different, a little strange.
Hey, everybody, wasn't there just a full moon in the last episode?
Yep.
Feels like there's
yeah.
too many
Yeah.
full moons happening.
Guys.
I caught that too. I was like,
The earth is just revolving really fast.
Yep, just one thing always happens when the moon is full. Werewolves? Saxophones? Both? I guess we'll find out.
Saxophone.
So we cut to a shabby clubhouse somewhere in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan.
Meanwhile, at Encyclopedia Brown's house,
He-Man's Woman's Haters Club.
it really is. This is an old timey, like, just we built our own little shed. It's our clubhouse.
Totally.
Now, Jed, currently a main cast member at General Hospital with nearly 1,700 episodes to his credit.
So what's that, like
Damn.
a season and a half?
It's like a half a season at General Hospital.
Lazy.
And his buddy Huey, who not only has a mullet, but a curly Howie Mandel in the 80s mullet.
Classic.
Yeah. And they're pet detectives a full year before Ace Ventura was released. Are You Afraid of the Dark? Once again, beating pop culture to the punch.
mm-hmm.
Also, are pet detectives a thing?
I think if you have a detective or a pet that's really valuable, like I paid so much money for this cockatoo.
I think if you're a detective that gets a case that's an animal, that makes you a pet
Sad.
detective.
That makes you a sad detective.
Yeah.
It makes you not a very good detective.
Exactly.
Your Yelp reviews are low.
But I don't know if it's just pet related. I don't think that's actually the thing.
Well, the door specifies that Chihuahuas are their specialty.
Don't know why that would be, but hey, whatever. This is when it took me a minute because I think I was so bowled over by Huey's mullet that I was like, I had to go and look because I was like, all right, I got to look up because I was going to say something about his curly mullet. And I had to go look up the names because I forgot what they were. And I got to IMDb and I was like, their names are Jed and Huey?
Yeah,
What, like a bunch of
Jedediah.
Mennonites? Like, what is this? What are you, wet butt? Get out of here.
Yeah, but
Danny.
I like how Aileen has a note that just says jazz, jazz, trumpet, and jazz.
Guys, again, like I think in the last episode we were saying that there's some of the music is so cuckoo bananas, and this one is they're like, we are making this old timey detective film, and we need to have jazz, and
have you
trumpet
heard?
jazz.
Have you heard my new math rock band, Jazz, Trumpet, and Jazz? We're like real throwback, real 2005 stuff. Really good. It's great.
The music in this episode is all this like slinky walking bass jazz from from Twin Peaks.
Yeah, I have a note that I think it was
100%.
just like sneaking music by Angelo Badalamenti, which is this might actually be the first joke of mine that you stole, but you're gonna steal a lot more, and I don't appreciate it at all. Because they're good. They were good.
Yeah, you can just imagine Audrey Horne like swaying absentmindedly to like every second of this episode. So they're currently on the case looking for a cat named Misty. Open and shut case, or so they thought. We're going over all their gear and evidence. It's basically a lot of squeaky toys and whistles. Huey wants to know why Jed overcharged their last customer for $20. They usually go $5.
Well, look, that is because these two are obviously ripping off the old people in the neighborhood who are like, oh, that's so cute. You have a little detective agency. Well, I haven't seen my dog in a while. He's upstairs. Why don't I give you $5? And this kid's like, it's actually $65. And if you look upstairs, you're not going to find your dog.
Brutal.
Yeah, their specialty isn't chihuahuas, it's elder abuse.
Yeah.
So he produces a photo of a dog in a cage, explaining that the dogs at the pet store cost $20 and he has his designs on freeing it from its assuredly miserable pet store experience. Mom says no dogs, but surely she'll change her mind when she sees the picture.
Yeah, she'll be real fucking sad. Why don't you just play her that Arms of the Angels fucking pet commercial while you're at it?
Arms of the angels.
I'm sad now.
I
know.
Okay, now we are going to get sued. The first one, they're going to be like, all right, let it slide. The second one, they're like,
No,
That
not
Canadian
Sarah
chanteuse?
McLachlan.
no, absolutely not.
Canadian queen.
He says he's a boy after all, and boys are supposed to have a dog, which is probably the weirdest gender-reinforced stereotype I've heard yet, but hey, go off, King.
This is also when he's like, where's that whistle I'm looking for? And then he sits down on the couch and he's like, oh, zoop. And it's clear the implication is like, what? You know where it went. And then
right up the old ice cream
That's
portal.
right. Right into the ice cream portal. And then what does he do? He puts it in his mouth. Oh, Jed.
Out on the mean streets of Moose Jaw, Jed and Huey continue their search for Misty the missing cat. They look with cat toys, butterfly nets, and a big magnifying glass because detectives.
And this condo complex is depressing as hell.
Oh, y'all, this is like a cul-de-sac. It's like which is like already pretty depressing, but it's like a cul-de-sac in progress, which is even worse. Yeah, because like we see it, and like most of the yards don't have grass on them. It's just like dirt and rocks and shit, and the street is just mud.
And if people are always like, why do you love cities? Well, because of this. Because this is the suburbs, and I'd rather die. But also, this is very reminiscent. If you listen to our other show, you know I'm a big fan of Snoopy. There is a Detective Snoopy episode, which is the absolute weirdest one of all of them, and it is very much like this. I can't even remember what he's looking for. Oh, someone stole Woodstock's house, which is, of course, a bird nest. Yes. Someone steals it, and he decides he's going to go look for it. And it's extremely strange. And it just has, Linus just keeps popping in with all these kind of like weird poetic asides that are very much like ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Snoopy will find it, and find it he must.
Okay.
And I kept thinking about that shit when I was watching this for some reason, or I was just like, it would be great if someone just kept kind of popping their head in to be like, da 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 da.
Yeah. Do like a little bongo set.
Yeah.
You know, like a little,
A tiny beret and like glasses.
Exactly. Yep.
Hey, but what's all this then? Huey spots a big ball of fur moving along a nearby fence.
Okay, no, he doesn't though, because he can see through the slats in the fence. There are enough space. You can see this is not a, first of all, how would a cat be walking on this fence? It doesn't matter. But you can see that it's not, that you can see it's a person. I'm so confused.
He does a sweet acrobatic maneuver, launching himself over the fence and grabs the fur ball mid-somersault. And when he lands, he learns the hard way that it's not a cat at all. He snatched the wig right off some lady's head. Now that's what I call comedy.
Classic.
I have 1 million questions now, starting with, why is this teenage girl wearing a Nona wig? Second, I guess, is why is she so profoundly frumpy? It is drag adjacent in a way that feels wrong. Feels like exploitation.
Again, it's so John Watersy. Like her whole entire look is like, again,
hairspray.
It's hairspray.
Except in Hairspray, they look good.
Well, yeah.
It's like a dumpster.
But here, she already has. Here's some lore about Aileen. Well, Eileen's family. So my mom, when she was younger, she used to wear a lot of wigs because her hair texture she didn't love. So she would just kind of add pieces to just like pretend there's more hair. So obviously this is what's going on with this lady.
Piecemeal hairstyle.
Yeah, she has this like, because when we look back at her, she's got her arms crossed and she's like, "How dare you take my extra piece of hair?" But she still has a full head of hair on. You could just tell
that's couture. Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly. She's like, "My hair piece, I shall place it upon my head and go grocery shopping for the day." And then some fucking kid comes by and fucking yanks it off my head. A, there's a bunch of bobby pins in that shit, and you know he pulled her actual hair out. B,
you definitely would have dragged her to the ground.
Exactly. Yes. And B, hello, that shit costs fucking money. Wigs ain't cheap, bitch.
Not this one.
Yeah,
not
you're right. That one is actually
this is not even lace front. This is real shake and go. Not even shake and go.
No, she's just putting it on top and going. You're right. I have a lot of feelings about wigs. That's why.
All things considered, I think the most anybody could say is that's really impressive the way he just flung himself over the fence like that.
That's true.
Like that's some Jackie Chan shit. And I mean like the movie where he hit his head and his brain was exposed. It's like that one.
So gross.
Armor of God.
So gross. And then they show it at the end. It's like, what the fuck?
I don't remember that.
Yes.
I love
Armor of God.
Every Jackie Chan, like a bunch of Jackie Chan movies always had like a stunt reel gone wrong at the end.
This one was real bad, and at the end they show, because he like hit, something broke and he hit his head and his brain is exposed, and they show it in the blooper reel. I'm like, I don't think that's a blooper, man. That's just...
No.
That's
tacky.
Whoopsie.
That's a lawsuit, is what that is.
I was about to say it calls for a lawsuit for whatever Chinese
like, we finally got it back
company.
from the police, from the evidence locker.
So now, ambling along the Boot Nasty Road, Jed finds a name tag for Misty the cat and radios to his bro that he found the evidence near a house surrounded by a nasty-ass fence lined with chicken wire.
Chicken wire is a weird choice.
Yeah.
That's not keeping anybody out.
No.
Like, that's to keep the chicken in, really.
Or maybe critters out, like a plague of possums.
What if the critter is a werewolf?
Well, that's not going to do anything.
No. He approaches the door, a spooky affair with a big iron door knocker and black iron spikes. No answer, so he leaves, failing to notice the cat collar in a nearby garbage can. Some bet detective you are, kid.
Idiot.
I also want to back up just a minute, because Aileen has a comment about a seafoam green truck that drives by. I originally had a note that I did not include here about the cars. If you are at all confused about what era we're in, look at the cars in this. It is seafoam green. It is like bright yellow. Everything screams early 90s. It's all these like disgusting pastels.
Totally.
I say that as someone who, like someone else on this podcast, drove a yellow car. The same yellow car, as it happens, but it was like, that was such
a lot of cars getting passed down in our story.
Yeah.
It's the way it is. It's the way it is. That was like a real early 90s thing. It was like what are the ugliest colors you can think of? Make a car.
Oh, the driver of this car is a Baja Blast enthusiast.
100%, because that's what that truck was. A full,
if it was
Baja
2010,
Blast
he'd be wearing a monster hat.
Yeah.
So he does notice the rest, though. It's like someone is luring him to a big box trap with a trail of pet collars, or fancy BDSM collars, however you want to characterize it, aloof or sexy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
In the backyard, he finds a big pile of them right there on the patio and looks in the patio door, spotting the house owner making a spicy meatball.
And obviously the homeowner, he keeps the collars like a serial killer, keeps driver's licenses and jewelry.
Yes.
Terrifying.
So the phone rings and the dude walks away. So Jed does the natural thing that any rational person would do. He lets himself into the house and has a look in the guy's refrigerator. Does he find a well-stocked supply of fruits and vegetables? Maybe some Sunny D and purple stuff? Condiments that need to be refrigerated? Hell no, Junior finds a collection of Tupperware stuffed with ground meat and nothing else. Just pounds upon pounds of ground meat.
And there's all the other pets.
Yeah, I'm sure Jed is going to be totally normal about this.
I mean, he's on a keto diet, guys.
He's bumping up that protein intake. Maddie Matheson, a famous Canadian. Hello. He has...
Who's that? Who's Maddie Matheson?
I'll tell you all about him. He is a Canadian chef. If anybody has seen The Bear, he plays Fank. He's a funny last name.
Okay, don't be racist.
Sorry. But he's genuinely a chef. He's on The Bear. He was one of the people that helped with the food stuff. But anyways, he's got a YouTube. And honestly, it's too so stressful.
Is it the guy who looks like Stavros Halkias?
Yes, he's like a big dude. He's full of tattoos. He screams all the time.
He was as mean as he was Greek.
Yeah. But Maddie Matheson has a YouTube channel where he, cooks and has recipes and stuff. And one of his recipes he calls the Maddie Matheson dog bowl. And it's literally just ground beef that he's cooked up on top of rice with like a little bit of like a little salad. And it's because all these fucking gym bros are like, I need my fucking protein. And all they need is to find a way to shovel in beef into their face. So that's probably what this guy's doing.
I get it. I understand. I, for the last, I don't know how many years, 5 years probably, I very much am on I guess it's a high protein diet only because I tried to eat less like cheeses and all the bad stuff during the week.
Sure.
But it always reminded me of this guy. I didn't work with him. He worked in the same office with us. Like it was, we shared with another company. A really nice guy, but every day he ate the same thing every day for lunch, which is fine. I do the same thing. But his was not boiled. I think it was baked chicken breast.
Broccoli and rice.
Broccoli, no rice. And he would just squirt mustard all over it. And I was like, why add the mustard? And he was like, because I can't. It needs some flavor.
He hates chicken and broccoli. That's why.
0 calorie. Yeah, he was in a bulk phase.
Yeah. And then one day, he was a bodybuilder.
And then
one day, I was listening to, I can't remember, some podcast, and they were talking about weight loss and diets. And one of them was just like, oh no, I know all of the tips and the tricks, how you got to put mustard on everything. And I was like, oh no.
That guy listened to that podcast.
I was like, do I have an eating disorder? What's happening?
Most of us do. Disordered eating is so fucked.
They're delicious. What are you talking about?
So the noise from his radio attracts the attention of the home's owner, who goes to check it out. Realizing that the jig is up, Jed beats it, but catches his sleeve on a nail sticking out of the door jamb. Just one random long-ass nail.
And this scene goes on way too fucking long. Jed just ripped the shirt or something, buddy. Get the fuck out of there.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, but his mom will be so mad.
Oh, man.
Mom.
It's a suspenseful moment. Will Jed escape? Certainly, but he leaves the patio door wide open, which should be alarming to Meatball Guy. But being that this is Are You Afraid of the Dark, nobody behaves the way that you expect them to. At home, which looks like Don Davenport lives there, Pee Wee Herman Eleganza, you might say. He tells his mother, who looks like she just got out of rehearsal for a community theater production of Hairspray, what he saw, and she dismisses it outright and should probably get Jed into therapy since he's beginning to exhibit peeping Tom behavior.
Now, quick question. Is his mother mentally ill or is she just eccentric?
Now, I don't know, but like, is she the wig lady?
I
She
think
looks
she's
exactly
the wig
fucking
lady.
same.
I think
She's not. That's the thing, is there's other people in this neighborhood who seem to have the same mental illness.
Oh my God, it's catchy.
Is there a mental illness where you think it's the 50s and you're fashionable? I would like that one. I'll trade the ones that I have for that one.
Isn't that what happened to Brendan Fraser in that one movie with Alicia Silverstone?
Are you thinking of The Whale?
Yes,
Are you thinking of Encino Man?
I'm thinking of The Whale. You're right. It's The Whale. It's The Whale.
Alicia Silverstone? Oh no!
Where he's trapped in a bunker and he's like, he comes out and he's like,
yeah, he's like, my star's a Negro.
oh my God! Maybe,
You're welcome.
Maybe it's that.
I
don't think
that
I've ever seen
on a
it.
date with my girlfriend in high school.
Wow, Dave.
Blast from the past.
That's the
Blast from
one.
the past is what it's called.
That's it.
Right? Did I see? That was in the late 90s, right?
Yeah.
You see that with Cheryl?
I did.
All right.
Pretty sure.
Hi, Cheryl. We hope you're well.
Cheryl, aka Wet Butt.
No,
Wet butt.
different. It's different. Cheryl was a lovely young lady. I'm sure she still is.
No, there's only one Wet Butt. So,
We keep doing it.
Jed-
I'm going to end up saying his name just inadvertently because I can't help myself.
Danny.
It's the downside of ADHD, everybody. You can hear about all the good parts.
Jed thinks that the dude is stealing neighborhood pets and grinding them up for spicy meatballs.
That's a spicy meatball.
Mom, completely ignoring every red flag that her son is a stalker in training, dismisses it all out of hand. This is clearly one of Jed's cockamamie schemes to get a dog.
This really does have that feeling of like the one with the nightly neighbors where the little brother is like, at some point he should have been like, I think I need to talk to mom and dad about this, because his sister's just like, no, here's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Listen, Day-Day, we gotta kill our
We're going
neighbors.
in. We're going in there.
Yep.
And we are going to sneak upstairs. When I say now, I want you to bring the hammer down real hard. I'm going to hold the thing over his chest, right? And that's when he should have just been like, I don't think this is the kids' show anymore.
Yeah.
I need an adult.
So they can't afford a dog at this time. Jed, staring into the middle distance, mutters that Dad would let him get a dog, and then the soundtrack swells. A melodramatic soap opera organ strikes to let us know that this is a moment of pure tragic drama. She sadly agrees with her son. Is Dad dead?
Ding, ding, ding. Dead parent alert.
I think
And then
so.
the camera pans over to a photo of the family, and Dad is significantly older than her in this picture.
Well, he died of natural causes.
She violently turns it downward so she doesn't have to look at it, declaring Dad a creep. It runs in the family,
So
apparently.
this is very much in line with if like me, you enjoy a good Hallmark film, that you'll realize that you can't really. Sometimes depends on how edgy we want to get. Sometimes there's a divorce. Most of the time, the reason people are single is because they haven't found the right man yet. Oh no. Or it's because their spouse has died. And if there's children involved, the spouse has definitely died, because you cannot invite a new parent into the scenario. I imagine in the early 90s, it's probably very similar for Nickelodeon, where they're like, no, you can't have parents be divorced.
And
you
dating
can't have mixed
afterwards.
families. That's just too weird. They have to be dead. But you
Yeah.
can't say that they're dead. You just have to heavily imply that they're dead. Well, how do you do that? You glance at a photo, you look at it longingly, until the emotion becomes too much, too strong.
No, but she turns it downward and goes,
Because
creep.
Yeah. I feel like there's
Glad I killed him.
that scene
Glad I arranged for his death.
of the photo being flipped over speaks volumes. I feel like it's whether he died
That she descended
or,
into madness and now
Yeah.
she's just locked in the 1950s.
or something horrible. He either like was abusive or something like that. But
I bet you since Jed is starting to be like a young stalker, I guarantee she discovered
peeper, huh?
she discovered Dad's like collection of stolen underpants,
Or like
he was going into
a binocular that was in a weird place that they found. Like, why is this next to a woman's restroom 2 blocks down or something like that?
And he was like, I'm telling you, Saturn's coming into view. And she's like, well, then why is it trained at the 14-year-old girl's bedroom window across the street? You can't put that in a Nickelodeon show, but they should have.
You can't imply
it's like
it.
he's the guy who installed the cameras at Chuck Berry's restaurant.
No, that was Chuck Berry that did that. Yeah, he was arrested for it, as a matter of fact.
So that night, Jed sets up a video camera in his room, pointing it at the spooky chicken-wire dog collar meatball house.
Just doing a little late night stalking of a grown man, just like a normal boy his age would.
Rear window, my neighbor is a werewolf.
I would watch the hell out of that movie. Trademark. It's trademark. That's
Yeah,
ours.
it's
You
now.
can't
It's
have that.
ours. You can't
You
take
can't
it.
have that, Hollywood.
You can't have it. So he sees the neighbor in the window, clearly distressed. He clutches his throat and falls to the floor. And when he gets up, the man has transformed into a werewolf.
You say werewolf?
Werewolf.
Werewolf.
Werewolf. Werewolf.
Werewolf. Werewolf?
Their wolf. Their castle.
Do you know that a female werewolf is a whiff wolf?
What?
A whiff wolf?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And did you know that my sister is a werewolf? No, I'm an only child.
But sort of tangentially, here's another fun thing I learned yesterday. Did you know that when a dog grabs something and starts whipping it back and forth in its mouth, that's called worrying? That's where the word comes from.
What?
Yeah.
So what are you so worried about? They're implying that you are.
It implies that
whipping-
you are repeatedly doing something that's sort of like to, I don't know, not soothe yourself, but like in their case, they're trying to kill it. But
Interesting. Etymologies, baby.
love it. There's an etymology dictionary, everybody. Look it up.
So Jed calls to his mom, who stumbles into the room in a crazy pink fur-lined bathrobe, hair in curlers, face covered in green face cream.
Oh, the 90s.
He tries to show her the evidence, but there's nothing on the tape. Once again, completely ignoring this gross invasion of privacy, she puts him to bed, assuming that all of this stems from his obsession with having a dog.
Now, Jed, I don't like you videotaping an adult man through his bedroom window. Go to bed. Also, why they never address why it doesn't show up on the videotape.
Yeah, weird.
Right?
No.
Because what that implies is that all of this is in Jed's head.
Yes.
Which
I
gives this
appreciate.
episode
I think that
a very different tone.
That should be the twist.
Much darker.
Yeah.
So the next day, he and Huey reference a book about shapeshifters, dismissing all the typical wards against them as simple movie stuff.
Was anyone else put off by how thin this book was?
There can't possibly be any valuable information about werewolves in that.
Not
No.
that book, no. Also, the werewolf trope, relatively new.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It follows mostly after the movie.
Damn.
Yeah. Lycanthropes are actually warded off by pure silver and roses, apparently,
What the
which is
hell?
news to me.
Yeah.
Just like me.
And I consider myself an expert on the subject of werewolves.
It's an extremely strange thing to just drop in there without qualification.
But their true passion is for eating children.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they end the scene with basically like, well, Huey, I guess what we've got to do is murder my neighbor. And Huey's just kind of like, yoinks!
He needs to team up with that angry lesbian from the Tale of the
Yeah.
Neighbor
The one that he
Neighbors.
stole the wig from.
Yeah, that's true.
So at home, we find Mom putting on a record, doing a little soft shoe as she sets out a spread of fancy meats and cheeses.
Again, the years, where are we? What is the
Yep.
vibe? Although,
Yep.
I love the meats and cheeses. Thank you.
Yeah. And the music is a bossa nova riff on the "Are You Afraid of the Dark" theme song.
I love that they're like this season. It seems they're
I do
really
like this.
pushing this. Like, let's remix this theme song and do it in
But
different
you know,
genres.
Here's the way it feels. It feels like they had so much pressure to like crank this shit out that they have to write these kind of hacky episodes. So
Yeah.
they're like, okay, fine. I'm going to stick in a little weird nods here or there wherever I can.
Yeah.
I'm fully expecting Julie Cruz to come like, it's just faintly creeping in the vocals at some point, though, because this is full David Lynch.
Yeah.
Jed walks in and is like, "What the fuck is all this?" And she excitedly explains that she met a guy bowling a couple of weeks ago, and he is dropping in for dinner.
Yeah. The issue here now is I think what happened was they're all sitting around the writer's room. And I'm at a point where I think the writer's room is really just a two-person office, maybe with just one person working in it. And they were like, kitschy. What's kitschy? Pink flamingos. Pink flamingos? Yeah, pink flamingos. Good enough.
Yeah, the one where the lady eats dog poop.
That's the... Because they just they're like bright colors, big polka dot dresses, pink flamingos. They're like, that's kitschy. And it's like, when you reduce the 50s to that, you're doing a lot of harm, I think.
Is Pink Flamingos the one where Divine is like, murder,
Yes.
this thing,
Yep.
eat a dick, whatever. I love that little monologue of hers. She looks so fab.
Mm-hmm.
So when the dinner guest arrives, Jed is horrified to find that his mom's date is the dude from across the street.
Oh, no.
This is the Lost Boys.
100%.
Yeah, this is precisely stolen from the Lost Boys. She caught her son videotaping this guy's house the other night and said nothing.
I know.
Well, what she did was, I'm going to invite him over. Maybe the two of them will hit it off.
Yeah.
There's obvious interest.
What the fuck is I have provided a screenshot from this episode because the food they're eating looks disgusting. It looks like she she like sorted a bunch of like gummy fruit snacks into like their like little piles of their own colors, because it is like day glow colored food that they're all just happily shoving into their ice cream portals.
First of all, I love gummy fruit snacks. Second of all, they're doing that thing again where they're not quite sure who their audience is. So they're just like, I don't know, let's make it gross, because kids will be like, ew, yuck. But it's like, yeah, if you're like 7.
Also, look at this. Look at this fucking setup.
What, that they're eating at a card table with pink flamingos drilled through as the legs.
It's the food is giving that one scene in Hook when they finally see the food, and it's just like every colored custard cream that you can imagine, and then
it's the party from the last episode.
Exactly. But also, I'm gonna say, because I did have a keen eye for the foods in this, it's not that they're gummy fruits. If I'm not mistaken, those are all pasta that has been dyed with different colors.
I think it's pasta and onions.
Gross.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
Two things that just take on whatever color you put in them. But yeah, like I don't understand the point of this. It's so bizarre.
It's so weird.
And I wish it was a question of like, are they just being weird for weird's sake? Because I'm okay. I'm on board with that. But like, none of them seem to know what's happening anymore.
The only reason that I'm sort of stressing about the weirdness is because it is so disconnected from anything else. Like there's no reason for it. It just kind of is.
Yeah.
There's no reason.
I will say this. I appreciate it because like this batch of episodes is dreary as hell. And like this one just gives it a little bit of character. It doesn't make any sense.
I think also the fact that our main kid that we're following is so like plain 90s kid. He's wearing his big ass shirt. He's got his floppy hair. He's got a fucking pierced ear where you're like,
pinnacle of fashion. In the right ear, thankfully.
Not gay.
Yep, not gay.
But like he's such a of the time, and then to be following him, like if we're him in the eyes of the episode, everything else seems a little too cuckoo bananas for you to be like, oh yeah, that all makes sense.
It's jarring.
It's like
you're really just like, I don't understand. And now I'm distracted by how weird you're being.
By every weird
and I'm not
thing,
paying attention to the rest of the episode.
100%. That's what kept on happening to me while I was watching this.
So now they converse. He's so hungry he could eat a horse, he says. Or a cat, Jed interrupts.
Zing.
Yeah. And he's new in town, and he likes it much better than the last place he lived. Transylvania? No, Seattle. And to that I say, American.
Tomato. I've heard it both ways.
So Jed suddenly stabs the dude in the hand with a pure silver fork and throws open the curtains to reveal the full moon. He expects the neighbor to transform, but he does not.
What the fuck? You just assaulted this man.
Yeah.
Like, you are a fucking crazy little child.
and the mom's like, hey,
Like, I feel like I'd be like, I need to go, and not be like, I understand. This happens everywhere I go.
So she sends him to his room and announces that his dinner is in the Kelvinator, which I had to look up. Apparently it's a brand of refrigerators that were popular in the 50s. They're produced in a range of weird space-age designs and gaudy pastel colors, like something out of Fallout before the bombs.
Also, she's like, I'm about to go get coffee with him.
Which is code.
Wink, 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 wink. I'm like, you're going to go give a hand job in his car.
Yeah, you are.
I'm going to go get coffee real hard. I'm going to need about 40 minutes.
Yep.
I don't know about 40. Did you see that guy? The amount of beef he's eating? That heart is about to fucking quit it.
His triglycerides, bitch, please.
That bitch is popping 2 of those before he's doing anything, okay?
So Jed calls up his bro to tell him about his catastrophic failure. We find Huey in the tub, this bizarre clawfoot monstrosity in a 50s Southwest style bathroom.
It's crazy.
What the fuck?
It's crazy. These sets are crazy. This kid in the bathtub, I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
I'm telling you, they're
this
recycling this shit from other. Like, what do we have laying around?
Wild.
Yeah, they were like, Pee-wee's Playhouse just did a sesh here, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it feels.
What was on the latest episode of Roundhouse? You got to use that.
So he's wearing a ridiculous flowered swim cap and goggles. Case closed on the werewolf situation. Hell no. We have to B&E this guy's house and have a good look around like normal, well-adjusted 12-year-olds.
Obviously.
So off they go around back like two buffalo girls.
Nice.
It's a deep cut. That one's for you. So he produces a crowbar from his backpack, and for a second there I thought they were going to just smash the window out, but then he uses it to pry the door open.
No, this all suggests that this is not the first time he's done this, which is even more alarming. Between this and the thing not showing up on the video, it's like, uh-oh, this isn't good.
This is his kid. He needs his tools. He needs his tools.
This is why he charged that old lady $20. He broke into someone's house.
Exactly.
So they get inside and they open the fridge, finding it empty.
My beef!
There's a noise elsewhere in the house, and Jed arms himself with the crowbar, presumably ready to bludgeon the home's occupant to death to prevent him from marrying his mom.
Look, he really wants that dog.
They think the sound is coming from a nearby closet, but when they open it, it's just one of those nooks where an ironing board is stored. And going through more of this guy's shit, Huey finds a photo describing the neighbor to him. Oh shit, Jed, this guy has a twin brother.
Whoa!
I know. The photo, by the way, depicts the neighbor playing saxophone like some werewolf Duke Silver.
Nice.
And just then, the werewolf neighbor jumps up and scares them.
And the werewolf mask, it is pure Boglins. It is 100%.
This shit was off the rack. They bought this at a Halloween store.
100%.
Like, no time to jazz this up.
No.
Speaking of jazz, the music is crazy here. Another time where they're like, honk, 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 and you're like,
Jazz,
whoa.
jazz, trumpet, jazz.
jazz, trumpet, jazz, dude.
Jed blinds it momentarily with a flash from the Polaroid, and they go running. The werewolf chases them around the house until they come to the attic. They barricade themselves inside, but are shocked to find that this is where the saxophone werewolf lives. Evidenced by all these chew toys and newspaper on the floor, indicating that this guy just pisses and shits all over the place.
Okay, but there's also, this is when I noticed the photograph of a woman on the wall, and someone has just scrawled mom on it in like big black marker, just like in case they forget who's in the picture.
So saxophone werewolf continues to bang on the door, and they go for the window, but it's blocked by the chicken wire.
That won't keep saxophone werewolf out.
No, because saxophone werewolf breaks down the door and enters, and I'm sure Aileen will be pleased to hear the organ riff from Phantom of the Opera.
Da, 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 da.
Jed gets an idea, though. He produces that dog whistle from the ice cream portal and blows it.
That's right, the butt whistle. The butt whistle will save you.
That tongue wibbling and a wobbling up in that mask. I loved, honestly. I thought it was great.
His flitting tongue was taking me out.
Is that part of the mask, or is that the dude's tongue?
I think that's his tongue.
No, that can't be his tongue.
It's enormous.
That's why he has an OnlyFans, guys. Like, I'm sure that he's definitely saved onto Eileen's
my little special tabs.
Her favorite.
Listen, that's gonna go under costumes and fun times.
Exactly.
So it drives the werewolf nuts, and he collapses into a corner next to a photo of a woman labeled Mom.
Exactly.
So in walks Mom's boyfriend, who calmly explains that his brother suffers from lycanthropy, a terrible disease. And everybody tells him that he should just put his brother out of his misery, kill your goddamn brother. But how can he? He's family.
Everybody tells you to murder your brother? Everybody?
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then everything appeared to be well in hand here until these meddling kids came along to make a huge to-do about a saxophone werewolf that, by all accounts, was contained.
To be fair, if he actually was a saxophone playing werewolf and not just a guy who plays the saxophone who happens to also be a werewolf, I would understand a lot more.
Sure.
Now, in comes Jed's mom, who is totally not moved by this. This guy apparently told her, on the first date, I might add, about his brother, and she was just completely cool with a saxophone playing werewolf. In the end, the moral of the story is that there's all kinds of different families out there in the world. Sometimes you have a mom and a dad. Sometimes you have a dad and a dad. Sometimes you have a dad and a mom and a dad, depending on your mom's preferences and needs. I mean, sometimes your mom just needs to get stuffed by two dudes.
That's an OnlyFans.
That's not a message they put in these shows.
Yeah, everybody just needs to stop being so goddamn judgmental.
That's true.
Truly. Yes.
Jed's mom ends up marrying the dude from across the street, and they all moved in together.
Talk about a modern family.
Hey! And they cook some T-bone steaks on the grill. Well done, which is disgusting.
Right?
And then one rare, because he's a werewolf.
Nope, that's how you should cook it. That's why.
Also, hey, Jed finally got a dog. Sort of. He plays fetch in the backyard with the saxophone werewolf.
Nope, that's not a dog. That's not a dog. That's a guy. It's a guy. You're playing fetch with a guy.
Very condescending towards the werewolf. Just like, yeah, bitch, you're a fucking dog now, so fetch.
But also
damn.
Hey, Jed, why don't you, 12-year-old boy, why don't you just go out and play with your 42-year-old friend?
Uncle Sax werewolf? No.
The end. Cha-cha-cha. So then we cut back to the fire, and the Midnight Society presents their big surprise for Frank. Gary produces some grill tools. It's time to roast Frank.
Finally.
Are they going to kill and eat Frank? No, you fools. They're going to cook some beef Franks over the fire. Hot dogs if you're nasty.
I love it when my friends threaten to kill me in the middle of the woods when there's no one around and then a fire is there too.
Real zany. Oh, good.
They're going to make him say he loves Satan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm sure they douched the fire after they were done eating the hot dogs. Roll credits. Cha-cha-cha.
Jazz, jazz, trumpet, jazz.
What an episode. That one went off the rails fast.
This episode was a lot of fun. I liked this one quite a bit. I thought it was very fucking silly. At first it was very tedious, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this one. And then this one just goes fucking ape shit.
Well, good, because things are about to get real dark.
Yeah.
Oh,
really,
boy, yeah.
really fucking dark.
So on behalf of everybody here on this here pod, I want to thank you for taking the time to get spooked with us. Check back in 1 week when Mikie will tell us another very sad tale. Until then, you can find Aileen on Uike Horror, me and Dave on Bring Me the Axe and 99-cent Rental, and Mikie on The Rewatcher.
Laughing in the Dark is written by us and produced and edited by Mikie Sorois, with music by Bryan White. Our incredible key art was created by Vin Elio. You can keep up with us in between episodes by following us on Instagram at laughinginthedarkpod. Or you can email us at laughingpodcast@gmail.com. And if you're listening on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe. We sure would appreciate it.